Right, my software's just took over a minute to switch to stream mode. You click on stream and it's took over a fucking minute to do it. Ridiculous. Let's see how it looks anyway. I'm going to show you some creations I've made in Gameface. Some of my latest ones have not been aired on YouTube. If you're watching this and you want great UFC2 skills, then you've come to the wrong place. I don't pretend to be a great player, but I'm into video editing. I'm the very first one to feature this game at 60 FPS. Alright, get out there, alright? A lot of my 30 FPS content is interpolated to 60 frames a second. It looks so much better. That's why I do it. You ask MMA Game where he got the idea from, he'll tell you. But that guy's such a good player. I'd like to play guys like that just to learn from him. Martial Mind, he's fantastic. And the new guy called Kinetic Energy. My God, he's said to be the best player in the world. Very, very good player. I just subscribed to him. Right, well, let's have a look at the fighters. We got Nigel Benn, he's fucking Dart Destroyer. We got the Adrian. Let's have a look at that Nigel Benn. I've not done anything with his stats yet. Might have a fight actually. If this stream works out, and it doesn't break up and it looks like shite. Let's have a look at his appearance. I think the best view of how he looks you can see properly from the tattoo section, right? It shows you, I've given him a Mohican because in the early days of the Dark Destroyer, he had a Mohican. He had more hair than a Mohican, regular Mohican, but that's about the closest. I could put tattooed shapes on the side of his head there, but it looked like shite, Nobody has shiny hair, do they? Not that shiny anyway. But that's Nigel Benn. I was going to do Chris Eubank. I've just watched Eubank actually, and the press conference with his son. He should take more of a back seat. Calling him Junior all the time. Oh, it's very. That pissed me off if I was his son. But he's got respect for his father. That's the thing. But he should respectfully take a back seat. That kid, that young, I'm disrespecting him now. That guy is such a great prospect, and he's just beat Reynold Quinlan. Let's have a look at Mr. Balboa. Yo, Adrian. Now this is Balboa from Rocky 3 onwards. Supposed to be. I think I've got the. I was finding decent pictures of Sylvester Stallone when he was younger. Just facing forwards. It's a feat in itself, believe me. Shout out to Truly the Boy. A bit of a gay sounding name for a gaming channel, but he's a typical guy. He's got no content yet. He criticises others. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm not taking a piss. I don't really mean to take the piss. But I'd love to know what his problem is. I think he's a Scouser. I'll have to say right at the bat, I am not a Man United fan, so, if that makes it any better, if you hate me any less. Moving on. I might be totally wrong there. He might be American for all I know. But he's got liked videos of, to do with Liverpool anyway. That's Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion. Heat lightning, crap thunder. Now you've seen him fight against Conor McGregor. Check that video out if you've not watched it. We've got Borat. Now we've shown Borat in the video not long ago. Anthony Joshua too, but Vladimir Klitschko is my latest version of him. And this one is to Darren Banks. Is mine any good? I've got there's like a bit of, the bit of a white shine on the face. I've not done much with this character yet. Now, I noticed his hair was similar to that when he had that altercation in the gym with, let's go champ! Shannon Briggs, you know, and they like could have been a fight break out in the gym there, and he had his hair similar to that, so I went with that one. But the white shine on his face, I could manipulate, the tattoos to cover that up. But as I say, I've not really done much with this character, but I think it looks fairly authentic. Mr. Vladimir Klitschko. One thing I'm jealous of him is the birdie he gets to sleep with. Ooh, she's well fit. And we've got Jet Li, which is another new one. Let me know in the comments what you think of Jet Li. Well, you've not fucking seen him yet, what am I on about? Now I'm using Ava Media's Record Central 3, the very latest version, and the capture card, when it works, it records fantastic quality gameplays. I think it records better than any other, but it's not reliable. It's really unreliable, the software, and this is why I'm really looking out for what Elgato are going to do next, because I'm into 4K, even though I've not got a 4K TV yet, but that will happen one day. Tattoos. Right, now I've actually added a slight yellowish skin tint to his overall body and legs. I've given him the same hairstyle as Donnie Yen, but I think it's not exactly. Of course, it's not exactly like Jet Li, but I think if you looked at him, you'd probably think, yeah, that is Jet Li. You wouldn't think it's anybody else. Unless you need to go to Specsavers. Mind you, I need to go to Specsavers, so I'm probably talking out my ass. Let's have a look at the next guy. It's nice. I won't try and put a rubber fist in your anus, don't worry. Now, Apollo Creed, to get a really good picture of Carl Weathers, oh my god. He's in the old days of Predator and Rocky. He always had a very, very shiny face. I'm sure that he must have made sure that they oiled him up before he went on camera. Let's have a look. I've gone with that body style, but one thing I don't like about this body style is the back there. Look at that lump there at the back. I mean, it looks deformed. At the front, it looks pretty good. It looks good musculature, but that looks like somebody who's more muscly than fat, but he's got a bit of fat in his body, although it's well hidden. What the fuck was that? That was my phone, I think. But that's the closest hairstyle. And this game, the hairstyles and the fact that the colour of the fighter is disabled when you bring in a Gameface fighter. Why? It don't make sense. It don't make fucking sense at all. You have to piss about putting tattooed shapes on. I mean, I'd like to think that I pioneered that technique, A few years ago, I featured a video about making your fighters, skin tone the correct colour, or near enough, by adding these tattooed shapes, and all this on a black fighter is that. Yeah. Now watch what happens here when I mess about with the opacity. See, that's how he came in originally, like that. Let's just get it. Actually, I don't have to mess about. I'll just, as I break off this fight, I'll just not save it. So he'll be back to his original form. Mr. Bean. Do you want to see Mr. Bean? Fuck it, I'll show you Mr. Bean. Hello. I was sad when Rowan Atkinson dropped this character. This is one funny. his TV series he did in the UK was so funny. He's got a bit of a turned up nose there, which she hasn't in reality. I need to change that. But I've not done nothing with this fighter. But I should have a novelty match with him against Borat, with all the sound effects. That'd be funny, I've got quite a few sound effects saved for Mr. Bean and Borat, So there'd be a bit of interaction between them if you saw the video. But I've not done it yet. But let me know if you want to see it. They both have their own entrances, you know, their own intro music. And the way to do that is to, in Sony Vegas, is to turn the music off in the game, which you can do, and add your own music. But then you've got to put a reverb on the music to make it sound like it's coming out of the arena. You know what I mean? Jean-Claude Van Damme, you seen him? Donnie Yen. If you're not, actually, I'm pretty proud of the way Donnie Yen has turned out. I've just watched a video of a guy as Donnie Yen with loads of tattoos, but he was bright yellow. You know, he's obviously not seeing the light when it comes to adding the tattooed shapes. I think that looks fairly like him. Even though Truly the Boy, you didn't think so. He's about the only one. Mind you, there's probably loads didn't think so, but didn't comment, you know. But once again, let's have a look at the tattooed shape. Now, I've given him a red layer over the top of his skin, because I find that the photograph I used was a very unusual colour, which wasn't his natural skin tone, so I adjusted it with the red shape. Donnie Yen. If you want to see Donnie Yen versus Jet Li, then let me know, and I'll do a fight. I don't know about the sound effects, because I do the sound effects for Bruce Lee, because those are the sound effects from Enter the Dragon, you know. And neither of those two were in Enter Dragon, were they? Manny Pacquiao, you've seen him. This is my latest, Dr. Dre. I've got another one I want to show you in a similar category to Dr. Dre, and I'm not 100% satisfied, so I'm going to keep trying to create him, but I'll show him you anyway. Tattoos. There we go. Eminem's mentor, and probably many others, you know. Mr. Dr. Dre. If you want to see him matched up against another rap star, let me know. Let's think of who I can create.